Hello and welcome to GHTV. This will be our last episode of the semester. I'm Matt Chong.
And I'm Kristen Wong.
Now, before we begin, we would like to take a moment to recognize theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking. Hawking passed away yesterday in his home at the age of 76. Now, no cause of death has been reported. Hawking is world-renowned in the science community and is the author of bestseller A Brief History of Time. His family says they will remember him for his brilliance, courage, persistence, and humor. Rest in peace, Stephen Hawking. Now here's a look at some of the top headlines of this week. Toronto College and University students can be saving money on transit as early as this fall. Yesterday, the TTC said they are looking into selling a new pass called the U-Pass to students. Now, it would be only $70 a month. However, the pass will have to be included within school tuition. The U-Pass is a cheaper option for those currently paying $116.75 for a post-monthly pass. It is estimated that the U-Pass can generate $2.8 million in its first year, and the increase student transit by 15%. The University of Toronto Students' Union will be voting on the matter March 26th to the 28th. If the vote does not pass, the passes will not be offered until 2019.
While transportation fees may go down, Rogers and Bell prices will be going up. On Friday, Rogers announced they will raise regular internet plans by $8 and raise their cheapest internet plans by $4. Bell will be raising the prices on their plans by $5 on April 1st. Both companies say they are raising prices due to an increased demand for data. Money will go towards funding improvement and increasing network capabilities. Internet usage went up more than 23% in 2016.
Now here's Ryan Sugnandan with a look at sports.
Thanks, Matt. Kicking things off in the OCAA, the number 3 seed Humber Hawks women's volleyball team finished 4th overall in Canada after losing to the number 2 seed Lakeland Rustlers in the bronze medal game. After claiming the provincial title just 2 weeks ago, the Hawks were overpowered by a very skilled Rustlers team who beat the Hawks in 3 straight sets. On the bright side, the Hawks' 4th place finish shows improvement from the result in last year's national tournament where they finished 8th overall. The Hawks close out the season with a 24-2 record on the year. Switching over to the NBA, the Toronto Raptors are continuing to show that they are a force to be reckoned with in the Eastern Conference. DeMar DeRozan was named the NBA's Eastern Conference Player of the Week for games played between March 5th to March 11th. During that span, the Raptors shooting guard averaged 24.8 points per game to go along with 4.3 assists and 4.5 rebounds. DeRozan's strong play led the Raptors to a 4-0 record last week, including an overtime thriller against the Detroit Pistons, where he put up 42 points. The Raptors have already clinched a spot in the playoffs and currently sit in 1st place in the Eastern Conference with a comfortable 3.5 game advantage over the 2nd place Boston Celtics. The 2018 Paralympic Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea are underway and Canada's athletes are off to a hot start. Through the first 4 days of competition, Canada sits in 7th overall in the medal count with 4 gold, 1 silver, and 5 bronze. The Canadians have shown dominance in the alpine skiing, where they've collected 3 gold medals and 3 bronze. Brian McKeever made history as he became Canada's most decorated winter Paralympic athlete of all time after taking home the gold in the cross-country skiing, the 14th medal of his Paralympic career. That'll do it for sports. I'm Ryan Sugnandan. Back to you, Matt.
Awesome, thanks Ryan. Well, Hamilton police are investigating a vandalism incident that has left $100,000 in damage. Last Sunday, a group of 30 people damaged stores and businesses along downtown Hamilton. The group wore black masks and hoods and shot off fireworks. Now, the first attack took place at a shop called Donut Monster shortly after 10 a.m. The store reported 8 broken windows from the incident. Police have not identified anyone yet involved, but have released a trail of affected shops and are encouraging store owners to come forward with any more information. On Saturday, residents of Hamilton held a #LoveLock Day to support the businesses affected by the damage.
Doug Ford has been announced as the new leader of the Ontario PC Party. On Saturday, party members gathered to vote on a new leader after Patrick Brown dropped out of the race. And after 4.5 hours of delay, the votes could not be revealed due to a recount, leaving 64,000 people who came out to vote with no result. After the incident, the PC Party announced that Doug Ford had won the nomination. Ford came just ahead of former PC Party leader Christy Elliott.
Okay, now here's Sean Jackson's take on news and other stuff.
Thanks, Matt. What's the worst thing about coming to school? Is it waking up at 6 in the morning to the sound of your alarm clock scaring you awake, giving you a heart attack from pure fear? Or maybe it's sitting in class for long periods of time, tuning out the lecture. Is it forgetting to shower in the morning and worrying about all those around you taking a hot whiff of your ripe stench? Ugh. Or, on the topic of cleanliness, maybe it's getting bit by bed bugs despite the fact that you're in a classroom learning about whatever the professor's rambling on about and not in bed. Well, for all those students at Ryerson University, that last one may be a reality. In the halls of the Victoria building located on the Ryerson campus, students have been noticing tiny little bed bugs crawling around and biting students. The story broke after a journalist at Ryerson's student press, The Eye Opener, which holds no comparison to Guelph Humber's superior journalism here at GHTV, was bit by one of these bugs on the knuckles. The journalists proceeded to catch one of these critters to confirm that it is in fact a bed bug. Now, if this were me, I wouldn't be caught dead near a bed bug, let alone in the same building. Gone are the days where you only worry about sketchy motels being hunting grounds for bed bugs latching onto you like a clingy drunk person at a party. Instead, now you only have to worry about catching them at school. The bugs, not drunk people. There's no escaping claimers. Now, here's my theory. It's all a conspiracy. What if these bed bugs were placed in the classes by the university themselves as a way to keep students awake in class? You know how the saying goes, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Well, there won't be anybody sleeping tight in class with those bed bugs ready to bite now. They literally bugged the school to keep students awake and on edge. Is this all a conspiracy caused by the university? Who knows? When discussing this issue with a friend from the university, she informed me about 2 of her classes being held in the Victoria building, one of which being in the very same room where the pests were found. It's safe to say that I won't be itching to socialize with her anytime soon, or until all the bugs are gone for good. I was also informed by the same source that classes previously located in that building are now being held in hotels located near the campus. Yes, the irony, where classes are now being taught in hotels and bed bugs are now being caught in schools. Now, if something like this were to get over here at Guelph Humber, I'm going to be really bugged. Back to you, Matt and Kristen.
Alrighty, thanks, Sean.
Humber College welcomed 2 celebrities, Iskra Lawrence and Sophia Bush, to talk about women's issues on International Women's Day. Lawrence is part of the body positivity movement and is a member of the National Eating Disorder Association. Bush is also an activist who has participated in numerous campaigns, including politics. Lawrence was the first speaker and talked about self-confidence and self-acceptance, and says that women should be empowering each other. Afterwards, Bush got on the stage to talk about empowering women with education. Bush says if women were given the same education as men, the world GDP would increase by 12%. Bush also said that seeing the students gathered today gave her hope for a better future. After a question period, both speakers posed for photos with students. That's it for GHTV this week. I'm Kristen Wong.
And I'm Matt Chung. Thank you to you, our viewers, for watching. We'll be back next semester.